So thank you for letting us interview for our projects. So our first question is just describe a little bit about Fabscrap, its mission, and its relationship or its relation to synthetic and natural fibers.
Yeah. So Fabscrap is a textile recycling nonprofit. We pick up fabric from companies that are discarding material in the city. We pick up anything from small scraps of material to large yardage and rolls of material. And our purpose is to divert that material from landfill. So it's all fabric that was otherwise being discarded in the city, and so we were founded as a resource to divert that material for either recycling or reuse. And we can pick up either synthetic or natural fabrics.
Awesome. And what's the difference between synthetic fibers and natural fibers?
So the difference between synthetic fibers and natural fibers is that synthetic fibers are derived from petroleum, which is oil, and they are man-made, and natural fibers are made from either plant fiber, or are taken from animal fiber, which is usually sheared from an animal. There are some fibers that kind of blur the lines a little bit between natural and synthetic. So man-made cellulosics are made from tree fiber, and they are very heavily processed chemically in order for them to become viable as yarns or fabrics, but they are derived at their core from natural materials.
Awesome. And how does the sorting and recycling of synthetic fibers differ from natural fibers?
So we sort for a couple of 100% fibers that are developing, technologies are developing to recycle them back into new fabric. So those fibers we track for developing technologies which will grow to recycle chemically polyester into new polyester that is of a similar quality as virgin polyester, and we also sort for cotton that's developing similar technologies to recycle in that manner. So that's an example of both a natural and a synthetic that have similar recyclability value, but we sort also for material that contains stretch fibers such as spandex or elastic or elastine, and those fibers are not recyclable. So they are synthetic, the same as polyester and nylon, but they are materially different. They are synthetic rubber, and so they cannot be recycled.
So what do you do with these synthetic fibers that cannot be recycled?
So right now, the synthetic fibers that we can recycle are recycled with other natural fibers. They're shredded down into what is called shoddy, and then they're pressed into sheets of industrial felt, which are used for housing insulation and carpet padding. So both fibers like polyester and cotton can be recycled in that way. But spandex, when it is shredded, when it's pulled apart, the friction causes the material to melt, and it damages both the fiber that is being recycled along with the spandex, and it also damages the machinery. And so that material causes a lot of problems when it is being shredded, and so we are not able to recycle the material in that way. And so we have some partner organizations that will reuse even small scraps of material, sewing it back into patchwork, and then making those patchwork items into clothing and home goods, blankets, scarves, things like that, so that that material can have another loop in its life cycle.
Awesome. I remember you saying when we came as a class, you use a facility in New Jersey. Is that where you send all of your spandex?
That's where we send all of our mixed fiber. So all of our blended fiber is sent to a facility in New Jersey, which is our recycling partner.
Awesome. And have you ever had any mix-ups while like volunteers are sorting, or even any mix-ups in the recycling? Like, say synthetics are present in a bag of natural scraps. How does this affect the recycling process?
So there are a lot of synthetics that are sorted into the mixed bag. So synthetics like polyester or nylon can be recycled with cotton or wool or other natural fibers, and that's okay. But we do every once in a while have some spandex that ends up in a mixed bin and goes in the shredder. There's a small percentage of material of error, margin of error, that is acceptable, but we try and keep our material as clean as possible so that we're giving high quality material to our shredding partner that he can then recycle that material in the best way that he can.
Awesome. And last question is, could you possibly disclose Pratt's usage of synthetic versus natural fibers? And also, if you could supply us with like the amount that you were able to recycle from Pratt?
Yeah, definitely. I don't have the number off the top of my head.
Obviously, yeah.
I can definitely do that. And we send reports to the companies that we work with every year with the amount of material that we have received from them, and then how that material was able to be either reused or recycled. So actually, we sent Pratt an annual report at the end of this year that was giving you back information about the material that we received from you and what was able to be reused and what was able to be recycled.
Awesome. Those are all our questions, but thank you so much for letting us interview you.
Of course.